All right, let's talk about one of the first times on the wedding day when it really starts to feel real, and that's getting into the dress. For a dude in his 30s, I actually have a kind of an unusual amount of knowledge for formal gowns and that sort of thing. My mom is a professional seamstress, and she has created from the ground up about 10 wedding gowns, including my wife's. And then in our small community, she was the only professional seamstress, so she did all of the alterations for snowball, prom, any of those kind of stuff. So there was just always, gowns in the house, 20, 30 at a time sometimes. So yeah, I've leaned on that heavily in my line of work as a wedding photographer. I have sewn people into dresses. In my wedding bag, I always have a little kit with needle and thread, body tape, crochet hook to help with any buttons, those kind of things that pop up constantly during a wedding day. And it's, oh, does anybody have that? Yep, I've got it right here in my kit. Here you go. But anyways, so when you're getting into the dress, designate a couple people, or maybe one or two people, your mom, a sister, a couple of the gals from the bridal party to actually like help get you into the dress. So the way that this part of the day actually works is I will either step out of the room or we'll get you into a separate room so that you can get into the gown to a point where you're comfortable being photographed again. At that point, I'll re-enter for the final stitch up in the back or the zip or the buttons, whatever it may be. But also make sure that whoever is there helping you knows how this dress like actually closes in the back. There's a couple different common styles that they'll close. We don't see as many of the corset backs as often anymore, and I think that's a really good thing. Sometimes those can take up to 40 minutes to get closed if you've got, your whole back that's got to be laced up individually, and we're making sure everything is perfect and symmetrical. So I'm glad that that trend is moving away a little bit. They're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. I love those dresses. They're beautiful, but they do take time to get in. Buttons can also take a bit of time. So if you have your full back as all buttons, it's going to take a couple minutes, maybe 10 minutes to get all of those closed, especially if a mom or a grandma whose eyes or fingers aren't quite as nimble as they once were is helping with that. Another great photo opportunity that we have at this point in the day is to get you in front of a mirror, redoing the lipstick or touching up makeup, anything like that. You're in the gown. Putting on the jewelry is great. I love to have mom or sisters or somebody like that, like reaching around and like just having like all of these lines and excitement you can kind of feel in the photos as it like builds up through this part of the day. And yeah, like after this, it's like you're ready for the wedding, and it's just some photos and then the deal. So it's a really exciting part of the day. I love having coverage for this, and some really, really beautiful moments can come out of the getting into the dress part of the day.